Hey folks, this is Vince with Ad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to revisit Dungeon Defenders. This is a fairly older game, and it's actually being remade by the same developers, called Dungeon Defenders Awakening, or Reimagined, something like that. From my understanding, it's supposed to remake this game, but there's going to be I guess, characters that are redone. There's going to be brand new levels and so forth. I don't know to what extent it's finished. I believe it's still in beta right now. But today we're just going to revisit Dungeon Defenders. This is a third-person tower defense game that I really enjoyed playing. I guess when it first came out, I played it a lot, and even a couple of years past that, I was all over it. I was leveling up characters, having a grand old time. Currently, it's on sale for pretty cheap, so if you like what you see here, you may want to pick it up. Even though it's an older game, it's still pretty fun. So, let's go ahead and dive into it. There's an online, local, credits, and options menu. Options menu here under the General tab. You can reset your options from here. There's a lot of other toggles and stuff. I'll just, pause the video here if you want to see this in greater detail. Sound sliders and video options. It's kind of weird, the video options here. There's nothing like 1680 by like 900, whatever it is. It's or 1600 by 900. You've got some weird resolution settings here, but so it goes. I think this game was originally released back in 2011. All right, but you get the idea. So like I said, this is the older version of the game that came out 2011-ish, and there is a new one coming out right now. I think it's... According to the Steam store page, it says Q1 2020. So it's coming out soon. It's supposed to redo this. But again, I don't know how far along it's actually come. But, alright, let's go ahead and play local. I've got a ton of characters. There's a bunch of DLC for this game, too. While the core game is pretty cheap, the DLC adds up, unfortunately. So I believe right now, though, a lot of the DLC is like $1 a piece, something like that. You can also buy other characters. There's alternates to each of the four main characters. You've got a wizard, male knight. You've got a female rogue, and a male monk. But they've got alternates that you can buy. There's a female knight, for example. You've got a male elf/rogue, you've got this female monk, and you've got a female wizard. So it's sort of like the alternate sex of the original characters. And then there's other characters that you can purchase. There's a barbarian. I don't believe he puts down any towers. He just dual wields weapons. Phoenix here is like a robot. And Dark Shadow, well, I named him Dark Shadow. This is sort of like a sorcerer class. He can summon. I believe it's the summoner class. Okay, but we'll just, I guess we'll do my typical wizard here. And we'll change up from map to map just so you can see, all the different characters and what they do. But it's a typical tower defense game. You have to stop monsters from getting from point A to point B, and you're going to be laying down towers in between. Like, we'll go ahead and do, say, the Magus Quarters is fine. I've completed all of this. There's 5 levels. There's easy, medium, hard, insane, and nightmare. I've done all of them, just because my character is pretty leveled. It's going to take you a while to get up to that point, a lot of grinding, but it's still fun. Now, keep in mind, the summit, I believe, is the last level of the core game, but you can get into other bonus stuff by purchasing DLC. So if you want other experiences, you can buy into that. But we're just going to do the Magus Quarters here. I'll keep it on insane, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I can take that easily. Hardcore mode does what exactly? Let's see. Survival mode, pure strat. I think hardcore means if you fall, you have to wait until the end of the wave to respawn, something like that. We'll go ahead and take it. You get extra XP for doing it. And then after we're done with this, I'll go ahead and show you the Tavern. The Tavern is where you can purchase new equipment from the Tavern Keeper. You can actually, you have your own marketplace, so you can put weapons up that you find or armor pieces that you find up on the market. In the initial stages of a map, you'll be able to run around and pick up chests. You can hit left shift to pull up the map, and you can even run around with the map on. So we're just going to collect all the chests here. These gems that I'm picking up is your currency. That's how you summon new towers. Bottom left-hand corner, the red part of the diamond is your health. The blue diamond is your mana to spend on towers. Then you've got some hotkeys there. Middle mouse button activates your radio menu. That's what I'll be using primarily. So I may want to summon a magic missile tower, or a magic blockade, or fireball, lightning, deadly strike tower. I'll just go ahead and put down this magic missile. There you go. Some enemies that you face will have an elemental resistance, and I believe this particular tower has no enemies are resistant to it. So this is a safe choice. It just fires one shot at a time, but you can level them up. So C calls out in case you want to, tell your teammates, hey, do this. I brings up your inventory. On the right-hand side, I've got a headpiece, I've got a weapon, and the weapons that you equip will all do different things. For example, my weapon here, when I fire it, it splits into like 5 or something like that. But if I pick up a different weapon, it might behave a little bit differently. The timer is counting down. On insane modes, there is a setup timer, so you're limited on how much time you have to set everything up. On easy, medium, and hard, I think you don't have to worry about that setup timer. As you can see, they will drop gems that you can pick up, and then you can use those gems again to put more towers down, which is what we'll be doing. Now, in addition to putting towers down, you can upgrade them. If you click middle mouse to bring up the radio menu, instead of summoning defenses, you can go into your hero menu and activate like a mana bomb or overcharge, self-heal. You can detonate traps. Again, each character will have different things. There's also an upgrade defense, so if you want to upgrade your existing towers, you can do that. That costs mana, obviously. You can repair defenses that have taken damage. I've got a little robot friend who, you can get a pet in this game after a certain period of time. You can buy more from the Tavern Keeper or pick them up as rewards, but this little helper will follow you around and do different things. And then new chests appear in between the waves, so I can get more gems. Let's go ahead and throw down another tower. Saying hello 8 times isn't going to get me to recognize you, so stop doing it. I'm in the middle of explaining something. You can be patient and let me finish. That's just rude. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So if I pull up my inventory, you can see all the different RPG items, including my pet. So you can, as you find items, you can access it to your inventory. On the left-hand side, you've got your experience bar, you've got how much mana and health you can have. And as you level up, you'll be able to assign points to either your hero or your defenses. So you can concentrate on a hero that is super powerful and will do a ton of damage and will be very fast. Or you can throw points into your defenses and increase your tower health, damage, area of effect, and attack rate. You can also upgrade your abilities or your resistances. So that's really cool. You can upgrade your character a number of different ways. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and call the next wave, I think. I think we've got fire tower down everywhere I want. Put a lightning tower down. The lightning tower just does like a chain lightning effect and will zap enemies and... Again, this is on insane difficulty, but I believe my character is overpowered for this. Again, this mage that I have here is on the overpowered side at the moment. Once you reach a certain level, you can get something called Mystic Gear. And Mystic Gear, like, changes the game completely because it gives you so much. But then, like, Nightmare modes, if you try it on the, let's say you're level 30 and you try Nightmare, you're going to get slaughtered. But once you get Mystic Gear, you'll be able to handle almost anything. It's still tough, don't get me wrong, but... Now what's cool is that you can actually carry your other tunes. So let's say that you've got multiple tunes. In between waves, a treasure chest will pop up. You can actually switch characters and level them up. It's a cheap way of doing it. So basically, pick a map where you've got an overpowered character like this. Put down your really strong towers, and then switch characters to someone else that you want to level up. So I can go to my forge, swap hero. Let's say that I think that my Excalibur here could use some leveling. I'll go ahead and just activate him, swap him out. And now, I mean, he's only level 45. He's not going to do very well against this insane mode. And as you can see, he's got new turrets, though. Spike Blockade, Bouncer, Harpoon, Bowling Ball Turret, and Slice and Dice. But the mage's stuff is more equipped to handle, you know, this level than anything else. I can block with my sword. I can just do a basic attack. This guy's got no pants on, but he's like a tank. He can handle a lot of things. Hi, Ishwa. I have played the second installation. I did not like it. But I did mention at the beginning of the video, though, that there is a new one coming out that reimagines this one. I believe it's Q1 of 2020 that it's expected to release. I believe you can play the beta now if you buy into it, but from my understanding, there's only like 4 maps or something like that. I have a hard time... I don't know how I feel about them reimagining this game when there's so much content already. I just don't want to rebuy things I already have, if that makes any sense. Now, if you do not pick up the gems and the equipment by the time the wave starts, then it'll auto-sell to your bank. So I've got like a bowling ball turret. I can put down a harpoon turret. Again, each character is different. Summoning takes a little longer during the wave than it does in between waves. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Terraria crossover. Pretty sure I earned a lot of XP for that, so I'll probably level up soon. Bottom, let's see, what haven't I covered? Bottom, actually, upper right-hand corner. Wave 5 out of 6, you can see that up there. Defense units is how many units you can have on the field at once. Each of your towers costs defense units, so this Bouncer Blockade costs 4 defense units. So if I put this down, you know, it's going to suck up some of that. You get the idea. There's also minion units. That is unique to the summoner. I'll go ahead and pull him out. This guy here. He can actually summon. He doesn't have towers, I don't believe, but he can summon minions. So I can summon an archer minion. I can summon... Let's get some mana and I'll do that, actually. It's more of like a limited RTS style gameplay with this character. He's one of the purchasable ones, though, so you have to actually buy him. And yes, I've got Team Fortress 2 pets for this guy. I've got the heavy and it looks like the engineer, I think. I can summon a warrior minion, archer. Can summon this mage minion. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't like the second one. The second one rubbed me the wrong way. It's free to play, I believe, but something about it I just couldn't get into. So I can phase shift, which turns me into like an RTS style. Like I can draw selection boxes and move people around. Hi, Paulette. How are you? And as you can see, whenever you summon units in this way, the minion units, it's actually a separate counter. Upper right-hand corner, it says minion units 18 out of 90. So this character, like if you have multiple teammates and they're all building towers, they will all contribute to the same defense unit cap. But this character has its own cap, which is kind of cool. So if you can, have one friend be this guy, so he has his own separate cap and he can add more to the game. Just a recommendation. You can upgrade other people's stuff, though, should you want to. Like I could upgrade this cannon tower, what have you. Alright, final wave. Like I can upgrade my minions if I want. But again, I'm kind of overpowered for this level. Just start it up. The best part of this game, though, is multiplayer. If you can find some friends to play with, it's extremely fun. Now you can see there's some equipment on the ground. If there's a highlighted green circle on it, that means it's an upgrade for what you have. Although you don't want to like just take that as gospel. There are some pieces of equipment that are far superior, even though a piece of equipment might be better than what you have on might actually be more worthwhile. Now, for example, this is a legendary lucky plate. I may want to pick that up. But I want to compare the stats on it. Is it going to give me what I want? Like, I'd be losing +8 minion health, which is that very bottom row on the right, second one from the left. I'd be losing a lot of tower/minion upgrades if I were to equip that. It says it's better, but yeah. Anything specific I didn't like in 2? Just the gameplay in general didn't feel as fluid as this one. Like I didn't feel the gameplay. I don't know why. I didn't really care for it. It just rubbed me the wrong way as I was playing it. Like I preferred this one. Alright, like I said, my mage just leveled up my summoner here. My mage, who is extremely overpowered, put all those towers down. I can switch characters, and now I can apply up to level 68 rather. So I might throw points into, oh, I don't know, minion damage. Sure. And any things I don't pick up will auto-sell to the bank. I mean, I could pick this up if I wanted to and then look at it later. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that just for example purposes. There's another piece of equipment there that there's a little green highlight. Let's go ahead and check that out to see if it's any better than what I have on now. Yes, I have multiple videos of that game. You'll want to do a search on my channel though, so you can find them. It's slightly. I'll go ahead and equip it, I guess. Actually, no. I'll just take it and then we'll bring it back to the tavern, and I'll see there if it's worth equipping. Now, what I don't like about this game is that it automatically, in order to progress, in order to save what you have to progress to the next level automatically. But once you're here, you can just go back to the main menu, or to your tavern. I'm going to go ahead and do that now so I can show you a little bit of the tavern and what it's all about. All right, so from here, you'll be able to just sort of walk around. You can try out, there's like test dummies that you can practice your towers on. Even your friendly minions will attack it. Your pets. That's gonna get annoying real quick. I'll just sell them. Okay, so you get the idea. There's test dummies. You can test your DPS and all that damage. If you talk to the tavern keeper, you can see your hero information, which is what I showed you earlier. It's just your current level gear and all that jazz. Item box. This is where you've picked up stuff. So, for example, there's this wand. I can't equip it because it's not the right class. It says requires hero class wizard from the looks of it. Let's see what else I've got. I can sell everything that I don't have locked down. And I believe, yeah, this this legendary lucky plate I picked up in the previous match. I could equip it right now, just to, yeah, I think I'll do that. Give it to hero. And then this one here, epic chain gauntlets, looks like an upgrade as well. There's a little upward green thumb. I wouldn't be losing a whole lot from that, so I'll go ahead and give that to my hero as well. Now, right now it's locked. I'll just unlock the item, so maybe I can sell it later, or I can leave it in here for another character to equip. That's cool. What's cool about this is that you can play this game with a leveled character and then throw stuff into your item box, and then your other characters, if you've made any, can come in here and start equipping things. Alright, so you get the idea there. There is a swap hero option, and then you've got a hero shop. Now, I haven't used this a whole lot, but you can actually sell items here. Enable AFK shop. People can come here and buy things from you, whatever you put into this. It's up to you on whether or not you want to deal with it, but I just have a couple of items in here, nothing too fancy. And I think that's it. Let's go ahead. There's also item shop. You can buy pets. You can buy some weapons, or you can buy armor pieces. Services like XP bonus. You can spend mana that you have in your bank. I've got 91.54 million mana, so I've got a ton of mana. I can rename my hero, respec them, XP, generate mana token, and so on. Like I said, I've been playing this for a while back in the day. I'll go ahead and swap heroes out. Maybe I'll show you the Phoenix. He isn't bad. Now, I believe he has, he can switch primary weapons, secondary weapons, something like that. I don't remember what button it is. It's not Q. Not R either. It's one of these buttons. X, there we go. So I've got two different, this character has two different primary weapons you can switch between. He also has some interesting things. He's got this physical beam. So if anyone walks through this, they take damage. Actually, no, that's a barrier. My bad. That's a physical barrier. What I'm thinking of is this proton beam, I think. There it is. The wider the beam, the more expensive it is. The more units it uses. There's a shock beam. It's much the same thing. Anyone walking through this, there's charges associated with that, so you actually have to repair the defense in order to reset the charges. Tower buff beam. That'll just buff existing towers that happen to be in its way. So if you have a friend that put a tower down, you can put that on top of it or in between it, and it'll make it better. Reflection beam. That's for projectiles, obviously. You get the idea. I like this character. He's very futuristic, very cool looking. Alright, let's go ahead and switch characters again. We'll go ahead and be the... I guess, that's my rogue. She's pretty tough. She's a true assassin. Really good at what she does. She puts down traps. We'll go ahead and set up another mission so we can see how they look. Maybe we'll do... I guess we'll try, I don't know. It's hard with just her because she doesn't have anything that can really take out the air. So maybe we'll do the deeper well, which is the first mission. I've completed this on Nightmare, so I'll go ahead and just put it on Nightmare. There are cutscenes on certain levels. You can just skip past them if you want. And again, your objective, prevent the enemy from reaching your crystal. But let's go ahead and grab some mana. And yes, you can customize your characters to some extent. Alright, so she puts down traps. So anyone walking on this trap, it'll detonate and explode. Her upgrades involve reset speed. So this, like attack speed, will determine how quickly these traps reset whenever they're detonated. Gas traps will slow them down. Ethereal Spike Trap is a super powerful attack. Anyone entering it will most certainly die for the most part. There's an Inferno Trap. They'll just take fire damage whenever they walk into this. Maybe we'll put that there. And then maybe we'll put another one there. And I don't have any more money, so we'll go ahead and start the wave. And these guys are going to be slightly harder because it's on Nightmare. Well, I'm overpowered for... I mean, normally I would not play a Nightmare mode, but because I've played this game so much, and I've leveled a lot of my characters, it's just ridiculous. Maybe Nightmare wasn't a good idea. Yeah, maybe I should not have put this on Nightmare. I have no mana either. See, she is more... like, soloing with her is kind of difficult because she's got no way to block enemies from going to where they want to go. You can slow them down, but for the most part, that's it. No, I can kite, and hopefully that will do the trick. Uh-oh. I think a spider just grabbed me. That hurt him. Again, this is on Nightmare. This way, please. Normally, it would not be this difficult. I would love some more mana is what I want. let's go ahead and throw down some more proximities. More of those ethereal traps would be awesome. And there is a gas trap, which sort of stops them in their track. If you put that on top of another like, they'll sit here and be gassed, and then this thing will just, this dynamite trap will just keep resetting and kill them, which is convenient. So I'll do the same thing over here. Darkness trap, I believe, makes them fight each other. That's something I should probably put down more toward the beginning here. Alright, and probably, just as a precaution, put some dynamite traps somewhere up here, just in case anything gets by me. They will also be coming in through different doors, too. Like, that, there's a door over there, and a door over there. They should be coming through at some point. What the heck is a Sharkin? I forgot. What? Okay, a Sharkin. That can only lead to good things. There's a Jinn, which I don't believe activates any of these traps, unfortunately. Another ogre. Lovely. Where did the ogre go? Just disappeared on me. I think the Jinns disable your traps and get rid of them, which is annoying. The explosive has, like, a lot of these traps have charges. They will keep firing so as long as they have charges, but there's a reset time, an auto reset time. In order to get more charges, you just simply repair it. Crazy. Alright, I've got 20 more defense units that I haven't used yet. Wouldn't mind an ethereal trap, like I have a feeling we're gonna get hit from this side too. Alright, if I hold in shift I can see where they're coming from. I can also upgrade these traps like I would a tower, should I want to. Or, if I want to, I can switch to a different character and start putting down some towers. So I can do that. Swap hero. And maybe I'll put this guy down real quick. That way I don't have to worry about it. I can just collect some mana. Assuming I can find any. There's some there. So I can do something like this. It's not going to keep them for long. Like, they'll eventually break these barriers down, but it's a great way of, you know, working together with your other teammates, or in this case, just your other characters, to make sure that they don't have a clear path from where they start to where they end. There's Sharkin. I'm going to just put down a deadly striker tower. This thing is pretty awesome. There's a spider. going to go ahead and maybe switch characters again. Now, before you switch characters and lose... oh, am I stuck? There we go. Whenever you switch characters, you lose whatever mana you have. You can actually drop your mana by hitting M. And now if I swap heroes, let's say I want this monk, I guess I'll show you what he can do. And now I just picked up what I dropped from the wizard. This guy puts down auras. There's an ensnare aura, which slows them down. Electric aura, which does damage over time. This healing aura will heal characters. Strength drain will make them weaker. And rage aura, I believe, makes them hostile toward each other. So if I want to, I can put down this electric aura. And anytime they enter it, they'll take damage. Same thing over here. I could put down this electric aura. And let's say that I don't have any more mana, but let's see if I can... Actually, I do have enough mana, I just don't have enough defense units. I'd have to sell something in order to put anything else down. Yeah, the art style is cool. Not good. Oh, I'm down. Yeah, Nightmare was a bad idea for this monk character. And that's that. I do much better when I play as... there are certain characters that do well as a solo character as opposed to... like, it's easier to grind out levels with a certain character. In my opinion, the easiest to solo with would be the Squire and the Wizard. The Monk and the Assassin character, the Rogue, I think is more of a support class, but that's just my opinion. But if you level them up to the point where they're, like, unstoppable anyway, then it won't matter. I'll go ahead and... I guess we'll just choose a different one. How about the Castle Armory? But let's go ahead and switch characters before we do that. I think the Monk I like the least, actually, out of all of them. Does it have flame turrets? Yeah, the Dark Moon here has a fireball turret. The Wizard. Yeah, the Barbarian, just to show you what he looks like real quick. Again, this is another character that you have to purchase. I guess I have a Unicorn Dragon that is shooting rainbows. It's fine. I got Battle Stances. Tornado Stance increases your attack speed, knockback, and jump height. Decreases attack damage. As Lightning Stance stuns your enemies as you attack them, but you take a small amount of damage. Siphon Stance, steal life as you attack your enemies, but lowers resistances. Turtle increases your resistances, but reduces your movement speed, jump height, and damage. And then Hawk Stance, do massive damage on your next attacks. This guy's all about... This guy's all about the melee. He doesn't really have any towers worth mentioning, so he's not really my favorite. Let's go ahead and switch characters again.
I've captured some pets. Why don't you have a look?
Who didn't I show you yet? I guess I showed you all of them. Alright, we'll use him in a match. We'll put this back to insane difficulty of an easier time. Alright, we'll do, I guess, the Castle Armory. Now, for this character, Insane might be too difficult. I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out. But I love how, like, gorgeous this game is. This was made back in roughly 2011-ish. And I think the graphics still stand the test of time. Again, that's what makes me sort of... I don't want to say upset. Upset might be too strong of a word, but I'm confused as to why they're remaking this game when it has so much content already and looks good. Besides the obvious cash grab. But hopefully it does something different. I really hope it does. I hope it stands apart in some way to make it worthwhile. I put a physical beam down. Again, the longer the beam, the more the cost. So we're just putting down beams right now. We'll go ahead and put down a shock beam. Actually, no, they might be. Some characters are immune to shock. So we'll just do the proton beam. Can I put that? Guess I can't do that. Can I put it like... I could do something like that. So as they walk across this bridge, they're going to get zapped. And I can do the same thing on the other side. Actually, this might be a bad character. I have nothing... Yeah, this is a bad character. I'll just hurry up and put down some proton beams and hope for the best. Again, there's a time limit on insane difficulty, so I'm trying to get everything set up quickly and show you guys everything, but... Let's do something like that. I don't think I'm going to survive. They're going to get through, probably. Nope. Yeah. Again, as a solo character, this one isn't bad because he does have defenses, but he's not my first choice. Not what I wanted. We want to put the beam, the shield behind. That way they're stuck here attacking it, and the beam will take them out. Same thing here. I love the traps, though. I love the fact that beams are your weapons. Like, I really like that. I'm pretty sure I blocked off most of it. That side being a little bit crazier. Let's throw down some more proton beams. We still have 38 out of 90 defense units to use, so I might as well burn these. That'll get the majority of them. That's better. Looks like those shock beams actually have charges associated with them, so I'm going to have to repair them every now and again to reset the charges. Ow. And again, if I'm feeling a bit crazy, I can switch characters right now and, you know, try and level someone else up. It says here that this is an upgrade, but yeah, it looks like it would be. I will go ahead and take it. What I could do, if I do something like this, they'd have to walk along the path of the beam and take more damage. Got some suicide bombers down there. Dynamite strapped to their back. So right now, this particular trap has 25 charges left. If I want to increase that, just repair it. You can see the number going up now. You can also upgrade. I believe they can be upgraded a total of 4 times. So there's someone stuck somewhere. Oh, we've got a... Uh-oh. They made it through. Got some summoners here causing some trouble. As they often do. Alright, I think we're good to go. I have no idea. I don't play any Dungeon Defenders 2 to know what is exclusive in that game. And I don't know what Betsy is, to tell you the truth. Never heard of it. Alright, got some assassins coming after me here. They will target me specifically. Oh boy. Looks like that might be going down in a minute. We may want to add another defense there. And maybe another one there. And repair this one if we can. I don't think we're going to get to it. We can also spend mana to heal ourselves, which is convenient. Boy, this guy's annoying. Now we're going to repair that tower if we can, that barrier. There we go. Got him. Alright, looks like we beat the level, and now we can clean up if we want. We can pick up things. Wow, this is a huge upgrade. I think I'll go ahead and equip that. F to equip now. That's fine. You can also hit Shift, and any items that are green on the map will tell you that it's an upgrade, but it doesn't look like there's any. This is probably a character that I sped level, as in I had my wizard throw down towers and switch to him and just gained the XP that way. All right, let's go back to our tavern. All right, I think you guys get the idea. I've been streaming for about an hour. I just wanted to bring this game to your attention for those of you that don't know anything about it, because it is a pretty fun game. There's a lot of content, a lot of different characters. Again, there's 4 in the base game, but you can get more via DLC. When you beat the game, I don't know if it's still there, but there's like a hidden room that you can go into. Yeah, that. From here, I believe you can change the soundtrack. Plane broke it? Okay. The 6th defense, for example, with Bruce Willis. Or defenders defending the crystal. Medieval spire. It's a cool little thing that they, you know, once you beat the game, this room will be unlocked for you. Is that the tavern? The tavern keeper? That's the Godfather. Yep. Watchman. Is that soup? Matzo ball soup. Okay. There's a Beatles poster reference there. Yeah. So you get the idea. This is an older game, so I don't know how much more I'm going to really spend on this. And if I do get a key for the Awakened game coming out, or the Reimagined game coming out, I'll be sure to cover that too, but it's only if I get a key for it. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.